Hi all, this is Kamal Kumar, Assistant Professor from EEE KPR IET. In this video lecture, we are going to see about classes and objects in Python programming. Okay, so generally Python program also supports object-oriented programming style for real-world entities in any context. Okay, so generally the normal procedural style of programming is generally suitable for any computational tasks, but suppose if we are programming a real world entity, then generally the object oriented programming style is preferred for programming that real world entity. Let us consider an example to program a car. Okay, so how we will program a car? So initially you will create some variables for the car entity. Okay, assume you are using your procedural style of programming. So initially you will create some variables for the car. Assume you are creating 3 variables. Okay, the first variable is the color of the car. So let us assume the color is equal to red color. Okay, and the model of the car, assume the model of the car as Python, and the maximum speed at which it travels is let us assume 140 km per hour. Okay, so you are creating a code for a car, okay, with 3 variables. One is color, another one is model, and another one is speed. So you have declared the color as a red color, the model is, there is no car as name Python, but generally we are assuming the model name as Python. Okay, and then the speed at which it can maximum travel is 140 km per hour. Okay, and also you create some user defined methods inside the code. Okay, like a method to start, a method to stop, method to accelerate, etc. Okay, so you have created. Now suppose if you want to create another car, say car 2. Okay, the car 2 has a different color, say white color, and the model name is Punch, and the speed at which it can maximum travel, say it is 160 km per hour, and it has some few built-in methods like move forward, reverse, okay, accelerate, decelerate, etc. So whenever you try to create a variables and methods for a new car, you have to create new variables. Okay, suppose if you are created for the first car as color, the variable name will be color car1, second car color car2, third car color car3. So you have to create multiple variables and it will occupy lot of memory. Okay, and the code also looks complex. Okay, that's why programming a real world entity is really difficult in a procedural style of programming. So it is generally preferred to program the code in object oriented style of programming. In object oriented programming, we will be using classes and objects. Classes, you can think it of like a template. Okay, let us see more about a class. Okay, class defines a set of attributes and methods that are created as a template for a real world entity. Assume you are programming for a real world entity. any real world entity will have some attributes and some behavioral methods. Okay, so here also we assume we are creating a car class. So the attributes are color, model, speed, etc., and the methods are start, stop, decelerate, etc. Okay, so you are creating a Python code for a class of Python code for a car object. Okay, so you are using an object oriented programming style, and here you are creating a class called car. Okay, it has 3 attributes and 3 methods. Okay, how you can create a class? You have to use class, and the class name is car. Okay, and all the attributes are generally defaultly declared as public, so it can be accessed with the help of a dot operator. So example, we are creating a my class with some attributes and methods, and now we are trying to access one of the attribute called my attribute. So my class dot my attribute, by using this line you can access an attribute of this class called my class. So here let us see how to create a class. Okay, a class, we have created a class with the name student, and inside the class you are creating an attribute called name, and you are storing the name of the particular student, and then you are displaying the name of the student in a display method which is present inside the class. So whenever you call the method called display, it will print the particular object's name. Here the particular object is a student, and each student will have a unique name. Okay, so here we can see the example. Okay, for the same class with an attribute name and a method display, here we are trying to access the student name. So we are calling stu is equal to student. So actually that student class is called. So inside the student class you are printing what is the name of the student, and then you are trying to access the display method of the student class. So when you do that, it initially the first print statement student.name actually prints the name of the student, and actually the display method prints the name of the student is, say, a particular X. Okay, so like this you can create a class and you can access the methods and attributes inside the class with the help of a dot operator. Okay, next we will see the 4 pillars of object oriented programming in Python. The first and foremost feature of an object oriented programming is inheritance. Inheritance is a feature that allows, that is, you have initially created a class, and that class will act as a base class or a parent class. Okay, the properties of the base class can be accessed by another class called child class. So object oriented programming actually supports hierarchical classification and promotes code reuse. Let us see what is meant by a inheritance with the help of a example called animal class. So here all animals have certain basic features. Okay, the color of the animal, okay, the height of the animal, the physical features of the animal like leg, tail, okay, horn, etc. And also it has certain behaviors like barking, hopping, grazing, etc. So animal class will have a common set of attributes of all the animals and common methods of all the animals. If you are creating a particular class for the dog object or a subclass or the child class called the dog class, it will have only the attributes that are related to the dog and methods that are related to the animal called dog. So here the dog class actually acquires the properties of animal class. Similarly, you can create another child class called cat class where the attributes and methods from the animal class which are derived in the cat class are related to the features of an animal called cat. Okay, how the cat eats, how it hops, etc. Okay, similarly you can have another child class called cow class. This has attributes and methods related to the animal cow. So you can have a base class called animal class which has various attributes and methods related to various animals are created in the base class, while the derived class is a much more specific to the particular animal like a dog, cat, cow, etc. So the attributes and methods related to that particular animal alone will be present in the derived class or the child class. We will see the remaining concepts of OODS in Python in the next video lecture. Thank you all.